Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss how you can prepare for the final exam of the NPTEL course, Programming Data Structures and Algorithms using Python. And in this video, we will be discussing some important points like certification criteria, so you can check if you are eligible for the certificate or not. After that, we will cover what could be the exam pattern and what type of questions could be there in the exam. And after that, we will discuss how you can prepare for this exam well and what could be your strategies to maximize your score in this exam. And after that, we will discuss some exam day guidelines which you should remember on the day of exam. So without wasting further time, let's get started. So first of all, let's discuss the certification criteria. So many NPTEL exam aspirants keep asking this type of question, like I have submitted only these many assignments. Am I eligible for the NPTEL certificate or not? So I hope this section will clarify all your doubts regarding your eligibility for the NPTEL certificate. So basically there are two conditions which you have to satisfy if you want to get a certificate of an NPTEL course. Okay, so one of the conditions is that you have to score at least 40% or above in this upcoming NPTEL exam, which is to be conducted in the month of March. Okay, and this is the so-called Proctored exam, which you have to take in person at one of the NPTEL designated exam centers. So you have to score a minimum 40% marks in this upcoming exam. Okay, how you can do that? How can you prepare for that? We will discuss that a little later in this video. All right, now another condition which you have to fulfill is that your average assignment score should be at least 40% or above. So to understand this condition, you have to actually understand how NPTEL calculates average assignment scores. And because this is an 8 weeks course, only your best 6 assignments are considered for average assignment score. The remaining 2 assignments are just ignored. Alright. So how can you calculate your average assignment score? Just go to the progress tab and then into the assignments score section and select any 6 weeks in which you have scored your best. Okay, 6 weeks in which your assignment marks has been the best, maximum. Okay, and just leave the remaining 2 weeks, ignore as if they don't exist. Now calculate your average score in those 6 weeks which you have selected. Your average score should be 40% or above in those 6 weeks. All right. Okay. Now one thing to keep in mind is that you have to satisfy both of these conditions. Okay. If you fail to satisfy any of these conditions, you won't get any certificate. Okay. So make this thing very clear. Okay. For example, even if you score 100% in the assignments part, but you are not able to score a 40% in the final exam, you will not get a certificate. Or vice versa, if you are able to score 100% in the final exam but haven't scored a minimum 40% in the assignments part, you will not get a certificate either. So make sure you satisfy both of these conditions. Still, if you are not able to calculate your average assignment score, what you can do is, there is a link in the description for the Telegram group of this course. You can send a screenshot of your progress tab in that group, and I will reply to you with your correct average assignment score. By the way, if you are following videos on my YouTube channel, then average assignment score should not be an issue for you at all, because you will get full marks in all the assignments. So your average assignment score would be 100%. So you should care about the proctored exam only. All right. Okay, now let's move on to the exam pattern section. Okay, let's first address the biggest query, that is what type of questions would be there in the exam. Okay, so let me make this very clear. Only objective questions will be there in the exam, and fill in the blanks type of questions will also be there. So MCQs and fill in the blanks type of questions, only these type of questions will be there in the exam. And questions will be similar to what you have seen in the quiz assignments. Okay. In your weekly quiz assignments of this course, you have seen MCQs and fill in the blanks type questions. Okay. where you have to find the output of a program or some value of a function call, and you have to type that in the space provided. So fill in the blanks type of questions will also be there for sure. And what this means is that there will be no programming questions in the exam. Okay, you don't need to do any kind of programming there. In weekly assignments, you are provided with some programming assignments in which you have to program and compile and run the program, type the entire code, get the test cases passed. Okay, but you don't need to do all these things there in the exam. The nature of questions would be objective, okay, not subjective. And fill in the blanks type of questions will also be there. Okay. And another important point to note is that there will be no negative marking. Okay, so your marks won't be deducted even if you choose the wrong option. So please attempt all the questions. Okay, don't leave any question unattempted. Now let's discuss some important points about the paper. The question paper would be divided into 4 sections: section 1, 2, 3 and 4. In section 1 and 2, the questions would be of MCQ types, and in section 3 and 4, the questions would be fill in the blanks type. Okay, so you would be given a program, you would be given a code snippet, and you are supposed to find the output of the program and type the correct output in the blank space provided. Okay, total duration of the exam would be 3 hours. Total number of questions are 40 and maximum marks would be 100. And you can see the actual distribution of the questions, how many questions are in each section. Okay, and let me make this very clear. This was the exam pattern of the proctored exam of this course conducted in the month of October of 2023, which means this is the last year's exam pattern, and this is the latest exam conducted for this course. And a little bit of variation in the exam pattern is possible, but there won't be much variation, there won't be a drastic variation. So you can safely assume that this is going to be the exam pattern for your upcoming NPTEL exam. Okay, and now let's move on to the next point, that is from where the questions will be. Okay, so almost 40 to 50% of the questions will be from your assignments. Some questions would be directly copy pasted from your assignments, and some questions would be very similar to what you have seen in your assignments. Okay, some change in data or a little bit of change in the values, this kind of thing could happen, but they would be very similar to your quiz assignments. Okay, and some questions would be new questions, they would be totally new to you, but they would be based on the same concepts. Okay, nothing would go out of the syllabus of this course. Okay, and there would be many questions of the filling the blanks type, in which you are given a program and you have to find the output. Okay, and I will leave a link in the description from where you can get all the previous year quiz assignments. Okay, you can practice them for better exposure to the variety of questions that would be made. Okay, now let's see how you can prepare for the exam. So your first step to prepare for the exam should be revising the lecture slides, PPT notes, which I will link in the description, and then trying to solve all the quiz assignments on your own. Okay, if you think you have time, you can watch the course videos. Otherwise, just revise the lecture slides and try to solve all the quiz assignments. This should be enough for you to pass the exam. Next thing you can do is you point out the topics discussed in this course and try to learn those topics of Python from some other sources like YouTube or some website or some reference books. Okay, and I'm uploading a series of videos called NPTEL exam preparation series, in which I will discuss some important topics and the assignment questions, and you can watch that playlist also. Okay, I will leave a link in the description. Okay, here are some important topics, and in my opinion the most important thing to revise is your quiz assignment questions. Okay. And there are few things which you need to remember on the day of exam, like don't forget to take your admit card and your Aadhaar card with you at the exam center. And you don't need to carry any rough paper for the rough work. It would be provided there, but pen for rough work won't be provided. You have to carry your own. You will be provided an on-screen calculator. Okay. I will leave a link in the description so you can check that out. And please make sure you read all the guidelines mentioned in your admit card carefully and follow them. Okay, that's all I have for you today in this video. Thanks for watching and best of luck from my side for the exam. Please hit the like button if this video helped you and don't forget to share this video with your friends. And I will see you in the next video.